What's up, everyone? Christian Lezama here with Strm Optimized Real Estate. Now, as you read in the title, this video is going to be about how you can still make money in real estate during the COVID-19, the whole pandemic that's going on, and the recession that we're currently going through. Let's go ahead and go over what we're going to be covering. So, history and how it is constantly repeating itself with previous recessions that we've had, and how we can, study that and take advantage of it, how things change, technology. I mean, there's always disruptions in the market. Things are constantly changing. So you need to adapt. So you need to know what to change to when it comes to your business, things you got to cover when you're reaching out to your clients, things like that. And of course, the biggest question is how to still close deals. We're going to be covering that in this video, so stay tuned. First, history repeats itself, and one of the most recent pandemics is the influenza, the flu. It happened in 1918, which led to the economy crash in 1920, and this was a global economy. Some U.S. economy is the dot-com bubble, right? We saw this in 2001, and of course, the Great Recession of 2008. Probably, if you were in real estate during that time, I mean, this is probably nothing to you because you've gone through the 2008, recession with the whole mortgage and banking and all that. But of course, what happens after each one of those? We're going to be covering that in the next slide right here with the S&P 500 index. Now, if you don't know what this is, just a quick summary. It's basically the top 500 stocks that are I don't know, performing the best. And if you're the 500 one and you're performing worse than a different one, then they'll drop you and pick up another one that's doing better to cover the whole 500. So this is a pretty good indication of how the market is actually going. We could see its histories. So in the beginning right here, this is just stocks, right? What do you think led to this huge uphill right here? Yeah, that's the introduction of internet. Right there, introduction of internet. We had a huge uphill. The dot-com bubble crash right here, 2001, right? And then we go back up, 2008, crash again. And it was a huge uphill from 2008 to where we're at right now, which is the current pandemic that we're going through. Now, if we study this, right, after each recession, we've had uphill, right? Uphill. So that's definitely a great sign. We know that after this recession we're experiencing right now, we're going to have an uphill. Now, we don't know how long it may last. It could be a year, a couple of months. But nonetheless, we know that it's not going to last forever. We are going to have an uphill. With that being said, things are constantly changing around us. Technology, we have recessions, we have disruptions in the market. Trends are constantly changing. So everything changes, right? You have to accept change and adapt to those changes. Right now, with the real estate industry, we're having a huge change. Instead of hosting open houses or walking through properties with your clients because of social distancing, we're actually doing virtual tours, virtual listings, things like that, right? So virtual meetings is what you're really going to be focusing on. So that's one of the changes that you're going to have to adapt to. And you have to have a plan too, because when the world goes into panic, you go into action, right? That means you already know what you're going to be doing. You have these procedures in place to help you overcome this recession or any recession at that point. And of course, things like marketing, ads, search engine optimization, all those types of things are going to be a lot cheaper because there's less competition. And especially right now, the time that we're going through, they're going to be a lot cheaper because people are sitting at home with this self quarantine. They're going to be scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, any social medias, all of that great stuff. They're going to be scrolling on that because they're at home. They're bored. What else are they going to do? Most people, even though they should be picking up a book, don't pick up a book, right? They'd rather pick up their phone and scroll through social media. That helps you a lot more because these leads are going to be a lot cheaper since you're getting across a lot more screens, right? Now, what you need to change too, when it comes to business, we're experiencing this right now. And if you haven't noticed, online business is the best way to go. Now, how do you bring your business online as a real estate agent? Well, you simply just have to generate leads, convert everything online You do virtual tours, 3D tours, virtual meetings, whatever the case may be, right? And oh, actually, I have that right there. So yeah, you generate new business online. You have virtual consultations, tours, electronically submit offers and wire funds, and of course, you still have to have appraisals and all those things going on. But this is, just a quick sum up. If you're online right now, how do you retain your business and how do you continue to grow? I know there are agents out there that understand this whole online thing and they've been doing it for a while. They're on top of it, but right now they don't know how do they continue to stay on their projected sales, right? Well, here's a quick funnel breakdown of what happens is when a new lead comes in, you get them on a booked call. You have them schedule an appointment with you to get on a call. Once you get on the call, you of course find out if they're qualified. And if they are, awesome, you have a virtual tour with them. If they like the property, you have them submit the offer online and wire the funds, close the transaction, and boom, done. At the end of the day, buyers are still buying homes and sellers are still selling homes. So there hasn't been a slowdown in the real estate market, right? So how do you still close deals, right? Like I just said, things are still going on, right? Well, one of the first things I'd suggest is create a group where you provide nothing but value. And I have yet to see any real estate agent do this. If I'm pretty sure there's some out there, but I personally haven't seen a group where this is happening. But basically, as a real estate agent, you can invite your personal friends to join a group where you just give them information about homes, right? Real estate. If you niche down in a market, I mean, if you're like a new home sales consultant, you can just provide nothing but new home sales tips, right? Things to look out for, incentives that new builders are actually offering. What's better? Where is it better to buy in a closing out community or a community that's just starting? Like you can just go over all those things. And yeah, I mean, because you're giving them a lot more value, they're gonna one build a lot more rapport, so they're gonna trust you. They may not be able to buy or sell a property today, but when the market's back up, they're ready to go. I mean, they're gonna trust you with a real estate transaction rather than somebody that they just randomly came across. You know what I mean? So it builds a lot more rapport, and I have yet to see a real estate agent do this. And of course, start paid advertising. Like I said, it's a lot cheaper right now. You're going to be getting across a lot of screens. And I mean, how else are you going to generate business without actually having that personal contact with these people? It's through the internet. And I suggest you start posting organically, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Just start posting right? It could be quick videos, updates of the current market. I mean, whatever you feel like posting, as long as you're posting organically, you're not. I mean, this is like a way to go if you don't want to have paid advertising. It's still a great thing to do. I mean, you build that dominance in your industry and you build some rapport. Now, you can send the same videos that you're creating for YouTube to your clients. You should have their emails in a pipeline. Just send it out. You can automate that. And you can seek joint ventures, especially with the mortgage industry. They're looking for the exact same clients that you are. You can split the marketing costs. Y'all both win at the end of the day. Y'all are both, making transactions. Awesome. So the next steps you need to do, step number one is stop complaining, right? And for those people that are complaining, lazy, making up excuses, sitting on the couch at home watching Tiger King, which I still have yet to watch because I don't know, I see all these memes on social media, but I have yet to watch it. Nonetheless, I mean, that's great. That's good for them. Let them be lazy. Let them continue making excuses because that's less competition for you. During a time like this, you should be going in harder and unleashing all your ammo, your ammunition. Just unload it. I want you to sit down and plan for 2 to 4 hours. If you need longer, go ahead and sit down for longer. But just sit down and plan out what your marketing is going to look like, what your approach is to this pandemic. Are you going to be doing virtual tours instead of walking through properties. If you're still gonna walk through properties, are you gonna offer mask, gloves, and hand sanitizer? Like things like that is what you have to think of. And you immediately need to start lead generation. The Harvard Business Review, um, they did some research on businesses during the recession times, and they were able to see that the 9% of people that invested into marketing and invested in their business and continued to push harder than anyone else while everyone else was in panic, that 9% performed better when the recession was over and things were back up in the economy. I believe they did 10% better than the rest of the people. You can find the article on Harvard. Just type in Harvard Business Review. But yeah, I mean, it's a proven fact that you just have to continue pushing forward, and things will be okay. This is not going to last forever. And of course, you need to share your closes, share your results. If you're working with sellers, share those results. If you were able to close on a property fast, then go ahead and share those results. It helps you build that dominance in your industry. And of course, people are going to know that, hey, I mean, things are still happening in real estate. It's still a good time to buy or sell a property, and especially if you're sending out emails to your pipeline, right? Just include these information keywords you should be going over. Is things like coronavirus, COVID-19. A quick video, I mean, a quick email template. I know this isn't even in the notes, but a quick email template would be something like, "Hey client," or "Hey Mr. Prospect, Christian Lezama here with your industry name. I don't know, like let's just say EXP Realty." Um, and then go into during a time like this, I start every conversation with the sincere hope that you and your family are staying safe. As a fellow, organizer or a fellow community member, uh, here are the things that I'm doing to make sure that my clients are staying safe, or to keep me and my clients safe. And then list what you're doing. It could be virtual tours, you're giving out gloves, things like that. At the end of the email, you just say, "Thank you very much. If you're still looking to buy or sell a home, this is still a great time to do so. Thank you." Your signature, and boom. I mean, you just have one email template like that. Don't overcomplicate these things. At the end of the day, you just got to keep pushing forward. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, share this with a fellow real estate agent. I'm actually thinking about doing this step myself, which is creating a group right here. So if y'all want me to create a group where I provide nothing but value, not even sell y'all, just provide value, how to run ads, how to automate these types of things, then go ahead and leave that in the comments, and I'll go ahead and create that group for us. But nonetheless, see y'all later. Take care.